Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Taral Hicks' captivating venture investigates the high points and low points and mind-boggling versatility that molded her life past the cinema. Prepare to be roused by her account of change and win. Taral Hicks, the capable entertainer and vocalist, was conceived on September 21, 1974, in the dynamic city of New York. Her excursion into the media outlet started at a youthful age, lighting an energy that would shape her profession and spellbind crowds for years to come. At the youthful age of a teen, Taral thought of herself as submerged in the realm of theater. She took the stage by storm in the off-Broadway creation Mother, I Need to Sing, a show that would turn into her creative home for a great 4 years. At first, Taral filled in as an aide supporting her sisters, Miriam and Dedra, who were effectively associated with the creation anyway. Destiny interceded one day. When a project part neglected to seem seizing the opportunity, Taral ventured forward outfitted with unprecedented information on the lines and tunes. The showrunner perceived her ability and endowed her with the job forever. This startling development denoted the start of Taral's excursion towards fame. While her initial acting abilities were unquestionably noteworthy, it was her job as Jane Williams in the broadly acclaimed film A Bronx Story that set her standing as an uncommon entertainer, featuring close-by famous entertainers, for example, Robert De Niro, Chaz P.L., and Lilo Bonda. Taral brought Jane to existence with a profundity and truthfulness that reverberated with crowds set against the backdrop of an overwhelmingly African-American area. The film investigates the intricacies and strains that emerge when Jane leaves on a heartfelt connection with Cero, an Italian-American kid from an isolated local area. Their romantic tale unfolds in the midst of a scenery of racial strain testing cultural standards and biases. Jane's personality in A Bronx Story rises above the screen, representing trust and the potential for solidarity and understanding in a world separated by bias, in spite of the social test. Alice and pressures she faces, Jane stays a steadfast image of fortitude. Furthermore, she changes through her depiction. Taral features the topics of adoration, flexibility. Furthermore, the ability to separate racial hindrances, keeping her cutting-edge guideline in A Bronx Story. Many trusted that entryways would open wide for her, prompting even better progress anyway. Her ensuing jobs ended up being a lot more modest in scale, contrasted with the blockbuster film she had recently featured in 1995. Taral showed up in the film with admirable motivation, close by acclaimed entertainers Sean Connery and, what's more, Lawrence Fishburne. Albeit the film got in consideration, Tal's job in it was moderately minor compared with her past. Not deflected by this difficulty, she chose to investigate another road of creative articulation and marked with Moan Records that very year Taral delivered her introduction collection named This Time. Expecting to leave an imprint in the music industry, the collection highlighted the single Oh Child, a coordinated effort with the gifted Missy Elliott, the tune made due to enter the board R&B singles great. AIF producing a buzz around Taral's melodic ability anyway. It was the lead single Far Off Darling, a lively track delivered by Teddy Riley that was expected to drive her singing profession to new levels. Tragically, regardless of the elevated requirements, the collection went to a great extent inconspicuous, neglecting to catch the consideration of a more extensive crowd. It wasn't until the arrival of the collection's second single, Senseless, a change of the exemplary R&B hit by Denise Williams, T. Taral at last earned critical respect in the music business, joined by an outwardly striking high-contrast music video coordinated by Publicity. Williams, the single advanced onto the R&B outlines, denoting a defining moment in Taral's melodic excursion. The progress of Senseless exhibited her capacity to charm crowds with her heartfelt vocals and irrefutable moxie. In 1998, Taral Hicks had the valuable chance to exhibit her, yet again, acting ability in the film gut-checking Publicity. Williams' first time at the helm in this faction is exemplary. Taral depicted the personality of Kisha, the sweetheart of Genuine, played by eminent rapper N.S. Kisha's job portrayed her as a solid, steady, and supporting accomplice, giving dependability and establishing earnestness in the midst of the bedlam of their perilous way of life, as True turned out to be progressively frustrated with the rough universe of medication dealing. Kisha stayed an enduring mainstay of support, empowering him strive for a better and more harmonious life. Her character exemplified steadfastness. love and trust for reclamation, filling in as a reference point of light and reason in a dim and turbulent climate through her depiction of Kisha. Taral Hicks added profundity and feeling to the dirty account, shedding light on the groundbreaking force of love and the potential for individual development. Thinking about her job as Kisha, Taral Hicks transparently conceded in an interview with Metropolitan Extensions that the character at first represented a test for her. Kisha's depiction requested a level of profanity that was distant from Taral's genuine persona, raising questions about her capacity to convincingly rejuvenate the person. Anyway, she won over her reservations and conveyed a convincing execution, a demonstration of her flexibility as an entertainer. Today, Taral feels a feeling of pride in having depicted a person so not the same as her own personality, regardless of the basic approval and faction. Following that, Stomach collected the film confronted its decent amount of discussions upon its discharge. In November 1998, a few pundits censored the film for its supposed belittling portrayals of youthful dark or African-American men. Moreover, Sorcery Johnson Theaters, a chain of cinemas possessed by previous b-ball player Enchantment Johnson, prohibited the film because of its apparent negative. What's more, Bronx Tale portrayals of local Americans. While Gut got blended audits with some condemning its frail plot, it stays a huge achievement in Taral's profession. The music video for Taral's single Senseless showed up in one of the scenes in the film, further establishing her presence in both the music and acting domains, notwithstanding her victories. Taral communicated a craving to investigate gospel music and indicated keep one more collection in a discussion with Metropolitan Extensions. Anyway, it has been almost a long time since she communicated those desires, leaving her fans enthusiastically anticipating new music from the gifted craftsman. In the ever-changing scene of the music business, Taral Hicks thought of herself as trapped in the hurricane of corporate purges and moving needs at Motown Record, the incredible home of soul music. This time, the mark went through a progression of changes, with workforce being recruited, terminated, advanced, and downgraded voluntarily. Tragically, Taral became snared in this turmoil as her old help group was destroyed and another system took control of her melodic undertakings at its center. Town was known for its heartfelt sound and supporting climate for specialists. Anyway, with the flight of President Andre Harold, the help and direction Taral once appreciated seeing to vanish, the mark's new bearing did not line up with her imaginative vision, leaving her with not much of a choice. However, to disavow moan through and through this urgent second denoted a huge defining moment in her profession as she set out on another way as an autonomous craftsman while her music vocation confronted misfortunes. Taral kept on tracking down comfort in acting, getting irregular gigs over the years, although the spotlight may have diminished. She stayed focused on her art and kept on chasing after open doors in the diversion industry. Anyway, it became clear that her concentration had moved and her own life took priority. One potential justification for Taral's diminished perceivability could be ascribed to her union with Lauren Dawson. The couple started dating in 1999 and, what's more, secured the bunch in 2001, recommending that she might have decided to focus on her family and dedicate her chance to them, notwithstanding her better half. Taral is a pleased mother of 2 kids. Jaden and Joel, fabricating serious areas of strength for her family, could have constrained her to make a stride back from the tenacious requests of media outlets following her prior victories. Taral Hicks set out on a progression of visitor jobs, and that's what autonomous film projects displayed her ability and adaptability as an entertainer. In 2002, she made a visitor appearance on the legitimate show series 100. Focus rode enrapturing crowds in the episode named Fathers. A year after the fact, yet again she graced the little screen with a visitor job in the well-known series Southern Fare. The series captivating viewers in the episode named The New Math, an expansion to her TV work. Taral wandered into the domain of free film, taking on jobs in films that permitted her to investigate different accounts and feature her acting ability. In 2005, she featured in The Salon, a satire show close by regarded gifts. For example, Viva, a Fox d'Andre Whitfield and Darren Henson. This film gives a stage to Taral to exhibit her comedic timing and capacity to draw in crowds with her appeal in mind. Proceeding with her raid in autonomous movies, Taral Hicks showed up in 2006 Prohibited Organic Products, a show that dove into complex connections. In this film, she imparted the screen to achieved entertainers Ella Joyce Fredro star and famous R&B artist Keith Sweat. Taral's capacity to bring profundity and legitimacy to her characters added a layer of close-to-home reverberation to the film's account, spellbinding crowds with her convincing exhibitions. Thanks for watching this video.